Attorney's office disturbing new information in the case against Aiden Fucci, the 14-year-old accused of killing Tristyn Bailey. Prosecutors say Fucci stabbed the cheerleader 114 times. Fucci will now be tried as an adult on a first-degree murder charge.
And moments ago, the Bailey family released a statement saying they appreciate the thorough and comprehensive work that went into today's outcome. Fucci is being held at a juvenile facility in Daytona. He's being represented by the Public Defender's Office. Bailey's body was found on Mother's Day near a retention pond in the Durbin Crossing subdivision, less than a half-mile from Fucci's home. News 4 Jax reporter Vic Michelucci was at the news conference with the state attorney, which just wrapped up about 30 minutes ago. Vic.
Kent and Mary, I also got my hands on the warrant here, the warrant for first-degree murder charges. Before we go any further, I do want to say one more time, the details here are disturbing. Talking to State Attorney RJ Larizza, he said horrific could be seen as an understatement in this case. He has been working in this jurisdiction for decades, and he says he's never covered or had to work something as horrible as this. So let's go into the details that he released with us. 114 stab wounds. That's what the medical examiner found during the autopsy on Tristyn Bailey's body. 49 of those wounds were defensive. Now, we were there about a day later when detectives found the knife that investigators say was used in this murder in a pond. We have that exclusive video. I was there personally. This was about 7:30 in the evening when the dive team with St. Johns County Sheriff's Office pulled that knife out. Today, for the first time, we learned from the state attorney that it was a folding knife. So a buck knife is how he called it, almost like a large pocket knife. He also said that the tip broke off. That tip was found during the autopsy with the medical examiner. Just one of many horrific details. We also learned that there was a lot of evidence, including bloody clothes and bloody shoes at Aiden Fucci's home. That home right around the corner from where Tristyn Bailey's body was found in the woods, which happened to be right next to that pond where the dive team recovered that knife. That home, also part of the crime scene. Detectives cased that for more than a day. Now, RJ Larizza, the state attorney for St. Augustine, says he is disturbed, he is horrified by the details, and there is no doubt in his mind or anyone else on the case that this is first-degree premeditated murder.
The bottom line is that premeditation could be inferred, certainly, from just the sheer number of stab wounds that Tristyn Bailey had to suffer. Every time that arm went back and every time that arm went down, that was premeditation. And it happened, if you times 114 by 2, that's 228. But it's not just the fact that she was stabbed 14 times, or 114 times. It's also information that we were able to glean from witnesses. The defendant made statements to several people that he intended to kill someone. He didn't say who that was, but he indicated to witnesses that he was going to kill someone by taking them in the woods and stabbing them, which are certainly the facts of this case.
And that news conference where we learned the new details came out, lasted for about 15 minutes. RJ Larizza, the state attorney, as well as the chief detective, Detective Skip Cole, they were very open about the case, but they did not elaborate on the motive. They said they're still working on that. They're still trying to find out what happened leading up to this horrific murder. As far as Aiden Fucci, the 14-year-old behind all of this, according to investigators, right now he is at a Department of Juvenile Justice facility 2 counties south of us at Daytona Beach. But now that he is charged as an adult and he is charged with first-degree murder, he is going to be transferred to an adult facility. We don't know if that's going to be here at the St. Johns County Jail, which is a block away from where I am standing, or if it's going to be somewhere else because of his safety and because of the notoriety of the case, but they say that they will let us know. He is going to be rearrested on that first-degree murder charge. He will be booked into jail. He's going to go before a judge once again, and that'll probably happen within the next day. So we will keep you posted on that, as well as the other big developments in this case. For now, we are live in St. Augustine. I'm Vic Michelucci, Channel 4, the local station.
Thank you, Vic. And Tristyn Bailey's family issued a statement following today's update on the case. We each have copies of it, and we're going to read it to you. It says, "We appreciate that today's outcome is directly the result of the thorough and comprehensive work from the St. Johns County Sheriff's Office, along with the 7th District State Attorney's Office, as part of the initial steps to bring justice for Tristyn's murder. We would specifically like to recognize the Criminal Investigations Unit of the SJSO. We greatly appreciate the tremendous community outpouring from all parts of the world, particularly for those in St. John's that have helped from the Mother's Day search, the vigils, remembrances, and memorials, with the press conference sharing details of this heinous crime, the caring and love shown from the people and businesses to raise up the memory of Tristyn, and the resolve of our community serves as a beacon of light in the darkness. As shared in the celebration of life on the Battle of the Two Wolves, it helps us to feed the good wolf."
And they go on to say, "We also would like to thank the Jacksonville media for respecting our privacy while we mourn the loss of Tristyn. A special thanks to News4Jax for live streaming the celebration of life to enable people globally to observe the service. We do ask for your continued respect for our privacy, as well as of Tristyn's teammates and her school. And as we move forward, we will seek to keep Tristyn's memory alive and the spirit of the community." And they sign it, "Our thanks, the Bailey 7. Of course, our hearts go out to the families and the community so hurt by this tragedy.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll continue following this. We'll bring you any new developments as they come out in this case.